Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about right now is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of a prepared mind. And I get sent pictures and videos, emails and links. And if there's anything that you guys want to send me for a video, my email is in the description box below. This first email comes in from a community member with some really awesome pictures. And she said, 2 more days of canning, and I will have my pantries 100% restocked until next planting season. I have worked on this goal for 5 years. It's not easy with gardening, harvesting, and canning all at the same time. Also, bargain shopping for value prices on essentials, meats, and meat products. But it gives me a sense of accomplishment. Oh, girl, I know that feeling. I really do. She said, you know that my family will not go hungry. Girl, you know the sides of my family. Okay. Believe me, I know. She said, besides, I do really enjoy canning, but I'll be 69 years old. Will you really? You don't, you would never know by looking at you. Girl, you're so pretty. My God. She said, October 4th? Oh my God, Sean and I will be married 28 years on October 4th. Oh my God, double celebration. And she said, and my old back and muscles ache for days after canning and gardening, but I will continue as long as the good Lord gives me strength. Yes. She said, so my takeaways: set reasonable, reachable goals, meet them. Then prayers and patience are key factors. Remember, be kind, be respectful, and always have a positive attitude, and you will go far in your journey. Have a blessed and fantastic day. Much love to you and your family. Well, I love you. Oh my God. You're such an awesome friend. I swear. Oh my God. These pictures, girl. Yes. Okay, so here's a link that will be in the description box below. This community member says, big warning on hummingbird feeder. Please check if you are using this. It's very important for the birds. Thank you. Okay, so here is a real rabbit hole. He said, young podbun. Answers you must first have to find the questions that you didn't know you needed to ask about. Ask them all you must. More tomorrow after dusk. Oh, good Lord. Okay. So this picture, Larry McDonald, 1982, Democrat member of Congress. Doug Larson. Huh. Okay. I'll dig. Okay, so this was sent in by a community member and CODE time. Okay, so the CDC now recommends that babies receive 3 by the time they turn 9 months old. Absolutely not. The Mr. 19s. Okay, if not, they won't be considered up to date. This is an insult to people's intelligence. What they're not telling parents is that these are still under EUA, okay, for children under the age of 12. They're not even a licensed product. Brian Hooker, he is a chief scientific officer at CHD, didn't hold back when saying it is criminal that these untested are being recommended to infants and children, especially given the fraudulent tactics to market them to an unsuspecting public. Albert Benavides, a VAERS expert, also points out a disturbing trend. He warns of potential throttling and underreporting of reported passings. It is alarming, he says, that the real numbers could be significantly higher. Good God. Good God. Please don't do this. Okay, so the other day I talked about the sloth fever. Okay, well, now there is a case confirmed in Kentucky. Okay, federal, state, and I'll leave the link in the description box below, but I'll read the paragraph to you. Um, Federal, state, and local public officials have confirmed the first case of the sloth in Kentucky and Jefferson County in a person who returned to Louisville after traveling to the Caribbean. See, that's the thing. When you're going to outside the states, this is the chances that you take. So the Louisville Metro Department of Public Health and Wellness, in partnership with the Kentucky Department of Public Health and the CDC, has confirmed a Jefferson County resident who recently traveled from Cuba was diagnosed with the sloth. The infected person has mild symptoms and is recovering. Well, that's good, at least. Wow. All right, so I'll leave the link in the description box. So here's something that was sent in by a community member, and he said, everyone should send this to their congressmen and women. Just ask them why. You see that? It says, is this really Tim Walz? If so, my previous suspicions about the creepy high school gym coach who lingers around the boys' shower too much are answered. Oh, Jesus, my God, no. Okay, so here's an email from a really good friend of mine. She lives in the Czech Republic. She said, hey, short email this time. Schools are under threat. Oh, no. Since Monday, the first day of school for more than 600 schools in both public and private have received threats of explosions. Oh, same here, girl. Same here. I'm sure you watched my video on what happened in Georgia, you know. She said, my husband's school was closed for the day and all students and staff sent home on Tuesday. My son's school had lessons in nature on Wednesday because of the same email, and many other schools are receiving similar emails. It is rumored it is connected to pro-Palestine protests, but I'm not sure of the validity. Just hearsay from friends who are local teachers. Blessings. Oh, sweetie. You know, I'm so sorry. This is disgusting. This is disgusting that, you guys have to go through this. We're going through it here in the States, you know, but we're dealing with 14-year-olds who have mental health issues, who could possibly not have very good home lives, that are taking the lives of students and teachers. And you're going through it because of pro-Palestine protests in the Czech Republic. I'm so sorry, honey. Blessings to you. May God watch over you and yours. I love you. Okay, so here's a little something from a community member, okay? And he said, Native history, crazy horse killed by U.S. soldier while in custody. Really? The date in Native history on September 5th, 1877, crazy horse and Oglala, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, so please correct me if I'm wrong. Sioux Indian chief who resisted removal efforts was killed at Fort Robinson by a soldier's bayonet. He led an incredible life starting in 1840 when he was born. He refused to be photographed and never signed any documents. That's interesting. I did not know that. Crazy Horse fought throughout his life to regain the land and way of life his Lakota people had known when he was a child, when they had the full Great Plains to themselves. But the discovery of gold in the Black Hills made that an impossible task. Lakota were forced into reservations. The Crazy Horse and his ally Sitting Bull refused. In 1876, the two of them led 1,200 Oglala and Cheyenne warriors against General George Crook, making his men turn back as they advanced on Sitting Bull's encampment on the Little Bighorn River. A week later, General George Armstrong Custer was defeated in the Battle of Little Bighorn, likely the greatest victory for Native Americans over U.S. troops. Sitting Bull led his men into Canada while Crazy Horse continued to fight. He surrendered in May of 1877 and was taken to Fort Robinson. He died at the end of a soldier's bayonet there in September. George Kills in Sight was in his 70s when he was interviewed by Joseph Cash of the University of South Dakota in 1967 about Crazy Horse's death and secret burial. Kills in Sight's father's mother was Crazy Horse's cousin, and Kills in Sight was taught to revere Crazy Horse as a hero. He tells of Crazy Horse being brought to a cell at Fort Robertson. So there's 2 guards on each side of the gate. And this Pine Ridge, members of the Pine Ridge that escorted him, they told him that it was a jail, an Indian. So he, Crazy Horse, turned around, and the guard, he was a white soldier, just run his bayonet through his guts. Oh, he didn't shoot him or anything, just killed him right there. They just let him lay there, and of course he was dead. Okay, I'll leave the link in the description box below. Oh, that poor man. Oh, that poor man. You know, the Native Americans, no kidding, all joking aside and stuff like that, they deserve to have I'm sorry, but they were the first ones here, okay? They deserve to have the respect. They deserve, there are still those that live on reservations. They deserve to have, you want to talk about reparations and stuff like that? Give it to them first. Point blank, period. Okay? I'm tired of everybody saying, I need reparations because I'm this race. No. They get it. Okay? They live on reservations and people think that they get money from casinos and this, that, and the other. There's people, there's still natives that live in huts, for crying out loud. Okay? I remember watching a documentary that Native Americans, they are still the #1 statistic of passing from alcoholism and addiction, okay, because of the stress that they live under constantly from living literally below the poverty line, okay? Give them what they need. They were here first. Then we got here. Give them everything. We have crossers coming here and they get handed everything. Knock it the frig off and give the Native Americans what they deserve, which is everything. That's it. So before I go, here is an article that was sent in by a community member, and I'll read a little bit of it to you, okay? And then I'll leave it, you guys can read the rest. This took place in Orlando, okay? So ladies, head on a swivel as usual. Do not go out by yourselves because of the freaking creepazoids that lurk, okay? A 54-year-old man was arrested, okay, by Orlando police after he allegedly stole a woman's purse at knife point and then attempted to kidnap her outside of Walmart. Excuse me? You're how old? Don't you belong in a fucking rocking chair sipping your iced tea? Okay? And yeah, I could say that because you know what? My husband just turned 50 himself. And that's one of his favorite things to do is to sit in a recliner and drink his iced tea. Okay? So I can say that. What are you doing? Stealing someone's purse and then trying to kidnap a woman. What the hell's wrong with you? Okay? So this happened on September 2nd at 4:30 in the afternoon. It's like, and it was all caught on surveillance camera. Showed a male suspect, later identified as Juan Perez, approaching the victim in the parking lot while she was standing near the trunk of a car, probably putting her groceries in the car. He held a knife to the throat. Really? You're 54. You don't have arthritis by now? I know I sure do. What the hell is it, man? Come on. And then he said, hand over your purse. You know what? My purse is so friggin' heavy. I would have went, here, bah, and then just smacked him right in the fucking face with it. What the hell is it with you? Okay? And then I would have pulled out my gun and shot him right between the legs. Stay the hell away from women. We don't need it. All right? We don't. We got enough stress at home trying to keep the house clean and the kids fed. Okay? Stay the hell away from us. Enough said. What is it with you? Okay? We don't need you. We don't. So then Perez forced the victim into the trunk of her car with an intent to kidnap her. You know how hot it is in that damn trunk? You think we're going to be happy? Now we're going to be more pissed off, especially if she hasn't gone through menopause yet. Okay? Now her hormones are raging. And now I am going through menopause. So now I'm even 10 times more pissed off than I was when I was in my 30s. You got a lot of balls, man. Jesus. You know what? Give me 5 minutes alone in a room with this guy. Just 5. He's going to wish he was never born. Okay? Put him in a room with any woman going through menopause right now. I dare you. And on that note, I bid you adieu. I love you. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fearless. Ladies, keep that head on a swivel. I don't care if you're spitting green pea soup out your mouth. Ciao.